This program is paid for by Crozier and Henderson Productions.
Hi, I'm Natalie Woods. Welcome to Hot on Homes, Dallas-Fort Worth's #1 new home lifestyle show. Let's find your new home. For many of us, selling our current home is something we must do before we can buy a new one. As you might guess, there are a few things you can do to make sure your home sells quickly and for the right price. We consulted top real estate agents who let us know the top 5 things that can keep your home from selling fast. Before we show you that, let's take a look at our first featured community.
Nestled among the rolling terrain and scenic views of Dallas-Fort Worth's Lake Lavon, Inspiration is a stunning 600-acre master plan community adjacent to the historic town of St. Paul. Life in Inspiration is a getaway from the fast-paced city life of the Metroplex. The amenities of Inspiration will create endless outdoor memories for your family and friends, with community pools, acres of open green space, as well as an upcoming 10,000 square foot amenity center, complete with lazy river, multiple pools, fitness center, sports fields, and more. With 7 highly rated builders to choose from, and homes priced from the 290s to the 600s, there's sure to be a style of home that will fit both your tastes and needs. Country living coupled with the nearby city conveniences of shopping, dining, and entertainment is a major draw of Inspiration and allows residents the freedom and flexibility to work and unwind. No matter where you are in life's journey, good schools make a difference, and Inspiration is thrilled to be a part of the highly acclaimed Wiley ISD, with George W. Bush Elementary located within the community. An ideal location, great amenities, quality home builders. Inspiration by Huffines Communities is where you belong. Life happens in Inspiration, Huffines Community's newest signature creation, near Lake Lavon.
Bloomfield Homes is very excited to be building in the estates of North Grove, Waxahachie's newest master plan community, which is off of Highway 287 and gives you easy access to downtown Dallas, as well as other major employers in the area like Baylor Healthcare. Waxahachie is a very unique city with its old charm. It's got the historic downtown square loaded with unique shops and restaurants. Scarborough Fair is here every single year. North Grove is located conveniently close to everything within our city of Waxahachie, with dedicated space for a future community park, pool, and miles of hike and bike trails. Anytime you're looking for a new home, families often value a really good school district, and you get that here in the Waxahachie ISD. We even have a site for a future school right here in the neighborhood. Bloomfield Homes offers 2 spacious model homes to come and view today. We feature the Primrose 6 and the Magnolia 2 model homes here in North Grove. The Primrose 6 is a versatile 1.5-story floor plan that has up to 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. The home also features soaring ceilings, open staircase, an amazing kitchen and master bathroom. The Magnolia 2 is a large 2-story model home with up to 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. There's options for game rooms and media rooms and even a second master suite. 3-car garages are available on our floor plans, and the wider home sites just creates a more quiet, private environment for each home. Come visit the estates of North Grove today.
Ever wonder where the hottest communities are in your city? Here are the top 5 communities based on local home shopper activity last week. Go to hotonhomes.com to see what everyone is getting excited about. They may just be what you're looking for.
Home. It means many things to different people. For some, home is a place where they're surrounded by friends and family. For others, home is a place where dreams are formed and memories are made. No matter your definition, Landon Homes at Walnut Springs at Twin Creeks is providing the ideal combination of home builder and neighborhood in which to create your meaning of home. With highly rated schools including a STEAM center, a low tax rate, and easy access to 121 and the surrounding areas, Allen, Texas is the destination community in North Texas. There's a reason it's consistently ranked as one of America's best suburbs. Comfortably tucked away in this idyllic setting is Twin Creeks, a neighborhood filled with premium amenities for those looking to enjoy a fulfilling lifestyle. Swimming, tennis, volleyball, and more are all enjoyed in one of the community's 2 amenity centers. Residents can also enjoy 18 holes on the Arnold Palmer-designed Twin Creeks Golf Course. At Landon Homes, our stylish, cutting-edge designs form exquisite living spaces that kindle inspiration and delight the senses. Whether you're an empty nester looking to right-size or a growing family searching for the right 2-story layout, Landon Homes has 14 floor plans to choose from, sure to accommodate your growing needs. This is your last chance to get new construction in the highly desirable community of Twin Creeks. Take advantage of this final opportunity to choose your 60 by 120 lot and see your idea of home brought to life.
I sell the offsites. I do the build on your lot stuff, and Brian builds the houses for Sandlin. And I think just seeing that day in and day out and seeing the quality of the homes and just knowing the owners and how it really truly is building from our family to yours. I mean, we really like that, and we love this neighborhood. It's just gonna give us so much more time together than spending time in the car, which is what we don't wanna do anymore. So that'll be nice.
Family is very important for me, and I have 3 kids and 2 other sisters living in the country, and I wanted to have a place that I can have them for the holidays and be all together. And this house that I am in fits completely my needs, and I'm so happy. This Thanksgiving I'm going to be able to host my family, and we're going to have a very, very nice experience in my new home.
The floor plan's really great. Just the openness of the kitchen, dining room, great room, right there in that area.
Yeah, and it's about 400 square feet bigger than what we have right now, so that'll give us a lot more room to spread out. We've got a great home that we're getting ready to start building for a great price. We couldn't pass it up.
Very open floor plan. I mean, it's just great for our family. Right now we have 2 boys. It's just a good starting place for right now.
Coming up, we've got more hot new homes.
Great schools, a sense of pride, and the feel of wide-open spaces are just some of the reasons people love living in Midlothian. Conveniently located just 30 minutes south of Dallas, this city has become a popular area for families that want to be close to the big city. Dove Creek is an active, growing community perfect for any home buyer. At Antares, each home we build, customer we serve, and team member we work with truly matters to us. Join us at Antares Homes in Dove Creek.
Ever wonder where the hottest communities are in your city? Here are the top 5 communities based on local home shopper activity last week. Go to haunted.homes.com to see what everyone is getting excited about. They may just be what you're looking for.
Landon Homes at Walnut Springs at Twin Creeks is providing the ideal combination of home builder and neighborhood in which to create your meaning of home. At Landon Homes, our stylish, cutting-edge designs form exquisite living spaces that kindle inspiration and delight the senses. With highly rated schools including a STEAM center, Allen, Texas is the destination community in North Texas. See your idea of home brought to life.
Grand Homes builds beautiful homes with jaw-dropping entries. elegant design, and luxurious living spaces. Every decision made is tailored to those looking for comfortable living. This community features amenities the whole family can enjoy. Take advantage of the entertainment McKinney has to offer by visiting the nearby golf courses and historic downtown McKinney. Find elegance and simplicity in the highly sought-after neighborhood of Westminster at Craig Ranch. Looking to transform your outdoor living space? The Acme Brick Showroom is more than just a wide selection of quality brick. It's a one-stop shop for your dream backyard. Our showroom features countless products for outdoor living life. From fire pits to full outdoor kitchens, the Acme Brick Showroom is your destination to take your home project from concept to completion. Visit with one of our experts today and let us help you realize the full potential of your home. Go to brick.com to find a showroom near you.
Chisholm Trail Ranch. It's the hottest new place to live in South Fort Worth. This master-planned community is filled with amenities every active family is looking for, while offering quick access to downtown Fort Worth. Quality, affordability, and innovation. It's the foundation of Sandlin Homes, a home builder with over 60 years of experience in the home building industry. Head west and tour Sandlin's new model home in Chisholm Trail Ranch. It's the new home community you've been searching for.
Windsong Ranch is a one-of-a-kind neighborhood designed to bring residents together in an active, community-centric setting. Located just 2 miles from the North Dallas Tollway off of Highway 380, Chesmar Homes in Windsong Ranch has what you're looking for. Elegant design features excite the imagination, and versatile home plans provide style and comfort in new and exciting ways. Windsong Ranch and Chesmar Homes. Visit today and be a part of something truly special in Prosper, Texas.
Executive living combined with a location that is second to none awaits you in the community of Silverleaf Estates by Grand Homes. Located right off George Bush Tollway and 635 and just 10 minutes from Las Colinas and DFW Airport, Silverleaf Estates is the perfect place to work and play. Convenient shopping, restaurants, and entertainment are all within easy reach of this welcoming neighborhood, and nearby Campion Trail offers lovers of the outdoors bountiful opportunities to enjoy nature and easy access to other city parks in the area. A first impression that makes a statement. Style that takes your breath away. For over 30 years, CEO and founder Stephen Brooks has been setting architectural trends in the home building industry and creating some of the most popular and imaginative floor plan designs in the DFW area. Through tireless creativity and dedication to the latest home construction techniques, his influence has fashioned homes fit for the executive lifestyle. Luxurious staircases, eye-catching kitchens, magnificent master suites, these are all things you'll find in a grand home. An ideal location and a builder that constructs homes you'll cherish for a lifetime, Grand Homes at Silverleaf Estates is the premier community to come home to. Visit this outstanding neighborhood today.
During the design process, one of the most important things to me was someone that would listen and pay attention to what I was asking for. When we met with Tony of J. Anthony, that was one of the key things he did. He listened when he designed our home, and for the many ideas and thoughts that I had, Tony was able to translate that to a design that works for my family. At this point in our life, my husband and I had decided that a one-story home would be better for us. We didn't like climbing the stairs anymore, kind of transitioned into a new season. So we knew we wanted a one-story, and we wanted a builder that was going to listen to us and build that for us. Tony loves to think outside of the box with his designs. He added a very unusual ceiling. It always captures everyone's attention when they come in, and we love that. One of the favorite things for me about my home is the curb appeal. Tony designed our home to fit perfectly in the environment that we have. We have a lot of nature around us, and so the elevation that he chose, that he designed for us, it works wonderfully in that area. I would recommend J. Anthony Homes to my family and friends because it was the best experience that I could have ever imagined. I had a lot of fun, and I don't know that you can often say you have fun building a home. I laughed throughout the entire experience. With each person I came in contact with, it was a joy.
So what do real estate agents list as the top 5 reasons homes don't sell? Well, first, poor staging. Does your home look like a great place to live, or does it look and smell like it's going to need a lot of work? Second, wrong pricing. What are other homes selling for in your area? Third, improper marketing. Have you created a virtual video tour to post on social media? How about a curbside brochure? Well, stay with us. We have 2 more great ideas. First, check out this community.
Prosper Lake on Preston is a premier Bloomfield Homes community, located near Preston Road and Prosper Trail, with easy access to Dallas North Tollway 121, with Frisco, McKinney, and Plano nearby.
Prosper ISD is recognized as one of the top districts in the entire state of Texas. One of the main advantages to living in Prosper Lake is that low property tax and no mud tax. There's lots of green space, including hike and bike trails throughout the neighborhood. We have space to spread out with 1/3 to 1/2 acre home sites, cul-de-sacs, and even a private pond in the community. With the lot size here in Prosper Lake, we can offer 2-car garages to up to 4-car garages, oversized backyards, as well as more space between the homes.
Bloomfield Homes offers floor plans from the 2,300 square foot Carolina plan to the 5,024 square foot spacious Orchid plan with an elegant porte-cochere. We are proud to introduce our new artisan model, the Caspia. This 5-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom home is full of lavish spaces like the luxury kitchen, elegant master retreat, master bathroom with a deluxe walk-in shower, a 154 square foot closet, a laundry room complete with a convenient washing station, and an open outdoor living space. Our second model is the popular Primrose 6. This 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath home is designed for luxury with 2-story vaulted ceilings, abundant windows, classic flair, and an option for a second master suite downstairs. Plus, it has a study, game room, media room, covered rear patio, and an option for a 4-car garage. Come visit us today.
Coming up, we've got more hot new communities.
Spacious 1-acre lots in the city with the tranquility of peaceful living is what you'll find with Grand Homes at the Estates at Pleasant Valley. Located in Saxe, this community is nearby excellent schools, Firewheel Town Center, and multiple recreation facilities.
When I first came into the Grand Estate model, I was just wowed by the open concept and just how spacious it felt when I walked in. If you haven't been out to see it, you need to go and check it out.
Waterscape by Huffines Communities in Royce City has it all. Uniquely crafted amenities await, as well as homes that are specifically created and designed to your lifestyle. Located in Royce City, Waterscape benefits from a great school system. Model homes are open now, and available home sites are perfectly placed to keep you connected with neighbors, friends, and entertainment. Talented home builders deliver a variety of new designs and finishes to form your ideal home. Visit Waterscape and stay a while.
The only place to find hundreds of local new homes at huge discounts is hotonhomes.com. Just click the Available Homes tab and use our easy-to-search map. It's updated by top local builders every day. Search for new homes, offering millions in discounts and incentives. And every home is ready to move in today. The home of your dreams is already built and waiting for you. Go to hotonhomes.com and find it today.
You know, Brittany, we're beginning to see those elements changing on the inside of the home coming to the outside and the exterior. You know, where people used to choose a multicolor brick and pair it with a multicolor stone option, they're looking for something a little different today.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely going more towards a minimal, clean look on the outside. We're going towards like a whitewash brick paired with a whitewash stone, and it really allows for a clean slate. And that way you can use something like your front door or your landscaping to be a focal point. We're seeing a lot of fun blue, orange front doors, or you can just play with your landscaping and allow that to be a focal point.
Also, architecturally, they're bringing in the metal roofing elements or outlining their porches and patios with cedar plank, and that's really allowing them to bring their personality to the exterior of the home, not just inside.
We're the Ray family, and Hot on Homes helped us find our dream home.
We had been looking at Hot on Homes for several years. We decided we would join the Home Shoppers Club. You had the access to the videos right there in your home. You learn about the builders that are working in those areas, what types of homes, price ranges, amenities in the communities. All of that was made available to you through the video. Join the Home Shoppers Club right away. It'll save you time, resources, and a whole lot of frustration.
Have you ever gone to one of those real estate websites and tried to find new homes? Good luck. Most of them only list pre-owned homes, and there's no telling what you may be getting with one of those. If you're not into remodeling or living in someone else's dream home, visit hotonhomes.com. You'll find the biggest library of local new home community videos, and you'll discover millions of dollars in special pricing and discounts. Have you ever heard of a special promotion on a used home? Visit hotonhomes.com today and see what you've been missing.
When I have a client who's asking for a new build, who wants a brand new home and they want to build from the ground up, I always bring them to Chesmar. Somerset has an amazing community out here with lots of potential for growing families, great area, it's got a great location, and everyone seems to just love it out here.
I moved here from California to Texas, and we were looking for a house in Mansfield because we heard that the school district out here was highly rated. My daughter's about to go into 10th grade, so I was looking for a great school for her.
More often than not, families don't even realize they can afford a new build home in Somerset. When a family's buying a home, they're not just buying a home, they're also doing an investment. And with Chesmar, it's a fantastic investment in addition to a wonderful home.
We're actually in the Wimberley model, and I sell a lot of these homes because they have so many wonderful features. They feature an open concept, which a lot of my clients do request. So it has the large kitchen open to the living room, and then upstairs you've got 3 bedrooms with bathrooms, and you've also got a game room plus a media room. That room is actually a flex room, and so my clients love the flexibility of Chesmar because they're able to make small changes to the floor plan. It's always important whenever I recommend a builder to my clients that they receive top-notch quality and customer service. And with Chesmar Homes, you'll always get the best customer service here. The staff has impeccable ratings with all of my clients. They actually help from start to finish through the entire process of building the home to completion to make sure they're always extremely satisfied. They do go above and beyond like no other builder does.
We chose new. One, and my wife will agree with this one, is I am the worst handyman on the planet. So
not worst.
One of them. But so buying an old home and trying to doctor it up and make it new is not a project that I'm willing to tackle. I'll probably make it worse.
School's a big one for us. My son just started kindergarten, and we know we're going to be in this home for a while. So we wanted to choose a good school district. Prosper, I don't think you can get much better than that.
Meeting neighbors, meeting new sets of friends, getting our kids out and active in the neighborhood and the community is big for us. I think that's what we're most looking forward to.
You know, Celina, we like to consider ourselves kind of in the Golden Corridor area. Sutton Fields kind of sits in the heart of that to where they can get to Denton in 20 minutes, they can be in Frisco in 20 minutes. They can be 3 miles to our downtown square, and we have been committed always to keep our square viable, to really keep that destination point that we have in Celina.
And on a new Sandlin home. Our kids having their own rooms is a big plus for us. It's a little bit of peace and quiet, peace of mind. We love a big open floor plan.
And then just gathering. We love to have friends and family over, and we love to be in one area to eat, play games, or socialize.
Just good family time. New homes, you normally get the good incentives, the warranties, you know, just something about buying a new home that it's yours. You can make the memories new for you and your family. And I think that's the biggest reason why we chose to go new.
We would love to be Chip and Joanna Gaines, but we're not. So buying new is crucial for us, for everything to be under warranty. And just kind of like he said, it's kind of nice to know that you're the first ones in there, the first owners of the home, so you know it from the beginning.
Joining the Home Shopper Club is fast and free. Are you in the club?
When I came home, you were so excited because you had been watching Hot on Homes and had seen this neighborhood.
Yeah, it was just a fantastic place. It was local, so I couldn't believe that. I wanted to take a look at it and see what it was like.
It's time for home designs that reflect the wants and needs of the most discerning homebuyer. At John R. Landon Homes, our homes of distinction are created particularly for those looking for the ideal blend of luxury and comfort, with value you can't put a price on. Flair and function are hallmarks of John R. Landon's award-winning home designs. Our renowned team of architects incorporate a wide array of architectural influences to infuse our home with a style that is unique, yet familiar. Our passion for home building is exemplified in every home we build. And that's why it's our mission to deliver our home buyers the best features, quality, and service in the home building industry. Lexington Country is a master-planned gated community located in the highly desirable city of Frisco, Texas. Conveniently situated off the east side of Coit Road, between Main Street and El Dorado Parkway, Lexington Country enjoys one of the most highly sought-after locations in North Texas. Our John R. Landon Executive Series sits on 74-foot home sites, and our Signature Series sits on 90-foot home sites. Residents have a wide array of amenities to participate in, including a community clubhouse with fitness center, a resort-style pool, multiple playgrounds, and more. It's your time to live in a home and neighborhood that will bring you and your family joy for generations to come. Visit John R. Landon Homes in Lexington Country and experience why we're the builder to bring your dream to life.
We've touched on poor staging, incorrect pricing, and improper marketing as 3 reasons why homes don't sell quickly. Another reason, challenging locations. Homes in these locations can sell, but you'll have to be aggressive with your pricing, staging, and marketing. You may even consider selling to an investor. Finally, your current home may be out of date. Invest in improvements like a new HVAC system, water heaters, or radiant barrier in the attic. Well, that's all for this week. Happy home hunting.
Hot on Homes is brought to you by Acme Brick, the best thing to have around your house. This program was paid for by Crozier & Henderson Productions.